And we're back here once again with another episode of the Iron Man podcast, episode 560. It's going to be another rendition of Wednesday Top G's. And to my left or my right, I don't know how this works on StreamYards. And the bottom, those are not Professor Savage Dads. Actually, he's still out of commission right now. Currently, he was my top G for a while. He was my Sunday fun day guy, but he started getting busy with life, and he even messaged me earlier today, talking to me about did I see did I get Gooding, which is Eric July's newest comic book, in the mail yet? I was like, no, I haven't got it yet, actually. And when I do, I'll be able to read it and review it. Potentially with him, because it's always fun talking about that kind of stuff with you guys. Strider wants to know people in the group chat's thoughts of it, but as you know, I haven't got it yet. So when I get it, I will definitely read it and review it and give you guys my thoughts. Actually, I've been always very honest and vocal about Eric July stuff. Obviously, I don't think his comics are the worst at all. Because here, just do this online. Ghost Machine, which is done by Jeff Johns. You know who Jeff Johns is, obviously, right? Flash, Stargirl, and all that shit. In Ghost Machine, there was this preview one-shot book they put out earlier last year or this year. Yeah, it was earlier this year. It had a story in there called Hornsby and Halo. That single-handedly might have been one of the worst things I have ever read in my entire life. That shit was trash. People say, well, it's for kids. I don't give a fuck what it was for. It shit was bomb diggity dom doo-doo shit. Read that, and you DC, tell me if that... No, that's in print under Image, actually.
Oh, I don't know. I don't. If it's not like the big two and all the other shit, I don't really mess with it. I've been on the Energon Universe comics. I've been reading those. Have you been reading the new Transformers run?
Yeah, I got volume 1. I read it.
Yeah, really good. Have you read Void Rivals?
I bought that. I bought Void Rivals. I bought Cobra Commander, and I have Duke. I have to find Duke so I can open it. But yeah, no, me and Professor Sabadat, we did a review of Volume 1. It was so good, man. That might have been a comic I hadn't put down in a while. I can't tell you how fast I was trying to read the page to flip through it so I could just get to the next thing, man. It was
I need to get that volume.
Yeah, so if anyone's saying that Eric July's comic books are the worst ever, I literally know you're a tourist. Actually, this thing, I have to tell people this. I don't care if you're new to something. Everyone has a starting point. Everyone's a casual at some point. Whether you choose to get further, deeper knowledge into something or not, it's clearly up to you. But do not try to act as if you being a casual means that a company doing a bad decision absolves them of a bad decision because you're a casual. That would be let's say I'm married to a woman and she's like, you know what? Hey, if I have sex with 5 guys a week, you know what? I'm still gonna be married to you and I still love you, but I just gotta see other men. I still love you though. It's yeah, no, that wouldn't really fly with anybody, honestly. No. You see my point there? People don't understand, just because you're casual, the reason why you were casual is because you either aren't going to take it as seriously as other people, or you're not
just getting into it.
Yeah, right? Yeah. And then you have people on the internet that do that a lot, and it's just well, I'm a casual, and I don't understand why other people are mad at it. That might be my biggest pet peeve with casuals, and I'm fine with casual. People understand, there's going to be more casuals in any of these things that we like than hardcore fans anyway. Actually, that's a very misunderstood thing. There's literally just more basic, normal people that are just not going to take it as seriously than people that will. And then you have these people. The reason why that people call them casuals is not because they're being stupid. It's more when a company announces something, they'll just eat it up because they're casual. They don't really have that much skin in the game. And then they'll be like, well, I don't know why you guys are so mad. Of course you wouldn't understand. You're a fucking casual. I'm not trying to insult you, but it's that's why you won't understand, because you just don't have the extensive knowledge, Right. The Last Jedi is a easy example of that. People are I don't know why all these straight white guys didn't like The Last Jedi. How long you watch Star Wars? Oh, I just started with the Disney trilogy. Okay, well, that's just that is actually just write themselves,
And when someone and look, not counting what you said a minute ago about that comics have never been well written anyway. Comics, I mean, they're written
always
coherently.
Pretty campy. Yeah,
comics themselves as a whole has been pretty campy. It's very, I don't want to say fickle, but you're not gonna get like novel.
That's why the Dark
quality
Knight
writing.
Returns is heralded as one of the best. Frank Miller is the one that put that
Yeah.
kind of level of writing in the medium. That's why he kind of like technically changed the game with Dark Knight Returns, because most books before that, if I'm being completely honest here, they're fun, campy, kind of like the dialogue of the times, which is cool.
You get Dark Knight Returns here and stuff like that caliber here and there.
Yeah.
But like you were talking about bad by Eric July's his writing. One, he's just starting. Two, it's comics. Their writing has not been that great to begin with.
Yeah. I mean, people were talking about loving shit like Dogman. I was like, guys, you know, Dogman's books are written for like kids like your guys' kids' ages. You think, like, do people think the guy that made Dogman is out here writing Shakespeare? You must be out of your mind if that's the case, actually. So yeah, like I have like no issues with casuals. It's just that's the only thing that really just blows my mind. Is like someone who doesn't have a lot of the skin in the game has the ball and nerve to be mad at other people that are more involved. Like, I don't know how. It's like that. It's like the whole trans thing going on. I know you guys saw the video online where I knew this a while ago that Elon Musk's kid was actually infected with that kind of woke mind virus, as they say. You know, Elon Musk said he basically put it that this. I think he had an interview with MSNBC. You know, obviously the great herald of media there, as you guys know. You know, great reporting, great nuanced takes. They clearly care about America. You know, not biased towards anything else, obviously. He had put out basically he's not going to support that, even if it was his kid. And I agree with that. I think more parents need to be that way. I think a lot of parents, the reason why things got the way they are, so if people started playing a little bit too lenient. I understand being lenient on some things because you don't want to be a hard ass on everything. But when it's something as serious as that, you have to literally just put your foot down and say, I am not supporting that. That's it.
Yeah.
If they mentally break down, the person who's receiving that has to understand if your parent is going to not basically like accept you for that, how do you think other people would? You know, and like, hey, we could live in a world where that's thing, but then again, I like to throw it back. There was an episode in the Batman animated series. Remember the guy that Bruce got his scholarship funded for that Arkham Asylum? Remember? He basically wanted to get the criminals taken care of because they weren't doing anything. And it just goes to show you that even someone as rich as him is not safe from any of that, you know? And I think that's what most parents need. I forgot, there's a study that I read where I think it was like 30% of gay people or troons and all that fucking weird like fruit shit, they get homeless because the parents are like, I'm not going to accept that. Yeah. I think, you know, you can be whatever you want. I say this all the time. You can do whatever you want. You can be whatever you want, but that does not mean people have to accept that. You're allowed to like not to accept it, you know? Like, but then people would argue, what about the race thing? That's different. You can't control what race you are. That's something you can't control whatsoever. You cannot control what skin color you're born. That's why that's different. That's why it's considered a really bad thing. If you just hate someone for the color of skin, so that they literally can't control. But if your kid's gonna be like, hey, I'm a different gender, people are gonna factor in kids have a hard time putting on their shoes. And a kid's going to tell you what gender they are. Or keep on. We don't allow them to watch adult videos, which you should not. And that'll traumatize them. Don't do that. They're not allowed to watch that stuff. They're not allowed to smoke. Not allowed to have tattoos. They're not allowed to join the army. They can't even vote until they're 18 or 21, I think. I think they might have changed it in some states. Right? You can't drive until you're like 16, 15, technically work, learner's permit, things like that, right? Okay. You can't even own a credit card, debit card, or any form of money transaction until you're what? 18, 16?
Well, no, you can't have a debit card.
I think so. I think they lowered that now for some banks. Yeah.
My daughter's 12. She got a debit card.
That's actually insane.
My name, it's my
what?
I started
a debit card at 12?
When
oh my god.
That?
That's so base.
To be fair, she has it because she goes back and forth from me and her mom's house.
Oh, okay.
And when she earns her chore money here, put it on her card.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
When she gets birthday money, I put it on her card.
You can't smoke, can't drink, any of that stuff, right? They have to have parental supervision. Even in factor how dumb people are these days, even in schools, they have to be supervised by teachers because they are that young. They do not understand things. Oh, I wouldn't call kids stupid. I would say they're naive and they're not, they're very oblivious. That's the best way of putting it. But I wouldn't, you know.
A lot of people think ignorance a bad word. It's not. It just means you don't know.
Yeah. But that's the key thing. because they don't know, they won't understand, and that's easy to manipulate them. It just is. That's why people go after kids, because they're easy to manipulate. It's like, I'm not saying that
exactly.
it's just what it is. People are like, but that's bad to say. I don't care. Who cares about that anymore? That's the truth. It's just what it is.
This is true. I don't know who specifically you're talking about, but I am going back and forth with these fucking weird, roomy leftists.
I see.
Right? And they're fucking weirdo. I don't know if Kaida has been.
I saw.
I see. Yeah. It's because of the whole hypnotic thing, and they're being fucking weird because that guy didn't know how to hold his own in a live stream.
I'm just pointing out right now.
And they're calling me the weirdo, and I'm sending them photos of kids just like in pride parades with guys in thongs and BDSM stuff, and they're calling me the weirdo. And it's like, you guys are fucking retarded twinks.
Do you know what's actually crazy? Is that as a guy, to talk to a woman, if you flex yourself wearing a dress, you're a weirdo. Just pointing it out. You are a fucking weirdo.
Weird, man. I don't know why you're running around in a dress. Unless you're cosplaying. I'll give you that. If you're cosplaying, you're cosplaying, you're doing your thing. I might still think it's weird, but you could do that. But just wearing a dress just for the hell of it, and then you're at a pride parade. Come on, we can put 2 and 2 together. We know what you do. Like, come on.
Yeah, you don't have to be out there in freaking thongs and sex toys glued to you.
Business says, I disagree. Most gays tell people they can't control it.
That's how I wanted to say it earlier.
Also, what does being racist have to do with anything? Because the reason why there's differences between them, as I said before, is because you can't control your race. You can't control what skin color you're born. You can't control who you sleep with. That's
not according to them.
Yeah, but it's crazy. You make a conscious, consensual decision to do that. I can't consensually be like, hey, I'm coming out this womb white. It's not the same thing, If most blacks steal and commit crimes, that I agree with, why can't someone also speak out against blacks? You can. I humbly say, speak out against black people doing that. There's not enough people doing that. And keep in mind, if you speak out, and keep in mind, that last part doesn't happen because if that happens, then you could consider racist. Yeah, imagine this. I agree with you on that last statement. He said black people commit crimes a lot. Yeah, you saying that, people will consider you racist. And anything else, it's a factually proven statement that black people commit quite a bit of crime in most of these states.
55%.
Yes, despite being a minority, they tend to commit a lot of more crimes. Yeah. If I said that, people go like, "Man, you're really speaking facts." She says that. Different reaction, same information, it's the same shit. We're saying the exact same thing, So, yeah, I mean, your sexuality is something you can personally control. I just don't. Whenever one of them says that, I don't believe it. That's their own. When you're delusional enough in whatever you believe in, even if you might actually be that, you'll tend to. What's that thing? You start tell yourself something so much you end up believing it or something like that. It's just saying. I forgot what it was. But
you've hit on the head, yeah.
Yeah, it's basically you'll start telling yourself so many things you end up start believing them, even though you might be that way on the surface level.
Yeah,
those lies might be true. Hi, hello, Lord. How you doing, man? Daxar, what's up, dude?
Hell to lore.
Hello,
Lord. One day, Hell to Lore would think I'm cool enough to follow me on Twitter. One day.
One day, Kaida will give me a follow back on Twitter. One day.
Wait, what?
Chaz. Just kidding.
Only black people do crime.
No, hold on, wait, no way.
What MSK is saying is
that over here gaslighting me, bro.
MSK is saying if I would have mentioned about crime being committed by most of the blacks, people would get offended. If he says it, they'll take it as, oh, maybe you got something there.
That's all I'm saying.
It's an optics thing. People don't want to feel like, oh, I shouldn't say that because of my skin color, bro. A fact is a fact. It doesn't care about your feelings,
Yeah. Like, it's crazy how Ben Shapiro's big, what's the thing? His big like Homer Simpson stick. His saying is like facts over feelings. That's not how average people function. We know that based off 2020. People do not function on facts. They actually function off emotions. All of them. A lot of people do. That's why Kamala, people have brought up the fact that Kamala Harris has not many policies. She doesn't need to. She just has to look black in front of people and they'll just vote for her. That's how dumb people really are. Keep in mind, a guy literally convinced people to stay 10 feet away from each other back some years ago. And people just believed it because, just reasons, obviously. Like that's how easy it is to manipulate people. Grown people, like people who have developed brains and everything, can get easily manipulated into that stuff. You know?
Can't believe you went through that. That's insane.
Yeah. All for it to be revealed that he lied. But who could have thunk it? Right? Crazy. Justin, what's up, man? Hello, in my 30s. Awesome, man. Glad you made it this far in life. Not a lot of people do. This is an issue. Your sexual preference evolves over time. What I mean by that is you go through phases of what gets you off. That's true. That is true.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but
And
eventually, yeah. Go ahead.
And then he puts another comment, so you can be experimenting, but don't have to make it your identity.
That's
right?
true.
And that's
Yeah.
the issue.
Yeah,
I agree.
I mean, nobody
Yeah.
cares. Nobody cares who you sleep with, man.
Yeah.
Genuinely, nobody cares.
Yeah,
What they care about
I-
is when you try to tell them that they need to care about that. That's what they care.
Right. And I literally said that I was answering a person. I said, nobody, someone said this fucking guy that Hypnotic is going like, you know, just answering him, and he's making a video about him right now. But like this guy was just like, yeah, because I'm bi, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't give it. Nobody gives a fuck about yourself. Why do you always people always bringing that shit up? No one gives a shit. And then one white guy was like, I do. I'm like, but the rest of the world doesn't. You
that's
fucking
that's
idiot.
the problem. Is that the one guy cared? That's
Yeah,
all
the
he
one
needs
guy.
is that validation. It's just so cringe. And I also be able to too. I'm being completely honest here. I don't care who you sleep with. I really fully don't. But if we are, this is why people can get manipulated and how stupid they are. I'm not saying you guys are. I'm just pointing this out. There's different ways of having a conversation. I could not care about who you sleep with, but that is not what we're talking about. We're talking about like a bigger thing involving like how your brain functions, how you actually choose to move in a situation and talk about a situation and do all those kind of things. You can be talking about one thing and then completely go into another conversation talking about the same thing, if that makes sense, right? Like, what's the thing? Two things can be true, and not like two things can be true. You can hold more than two thoughts you can hold more than two thoughts in your head at a time, right? I cannot control who you sleep with, but if we're having a conversation, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say how I feel. You know, like,
don't be
what are we
sorry.
supposed to do? Not have a conversation?
Like if you bring in that shit into a conversation and you start being like, you know, hammering me into the head with this shit, I have no problems coming back with my opinion. And if you got an issue with it, that sounds like you got a problem.
Stop
not me.
it. Stop it. We're all cool cats. And you know, I know people are seeing this on you guys' side too. I like disagreements and I love conversation, you know, because I think having conversations is way to better understand people, you know.
Except when it's about Henry Cavill.
Right.
You know what? I'll do those again. Those we don't do
I
ever
will
again.
say, I will say, now that you mention him, I was never really into him until he was a Wolverine. I love a rugged man.
Dude,
I love a rugged
yeah.
man. I'm not into like the. I mean, they could be handsome, but I really like the rugged, the beard, the messy
I am
hair.
so wet right now.
Right, I'm
Crazy.
slipping. I'm slipping right now.
Yeah. Take care of business says do what you want in your yeah, true. Yeah, that's fine. You know, I don't mind that. But don't force it on myself. My family announces why promote the fruit flag thing by knocking down doors. Yeah. I like that's the thing though, is that's where it starts to become a problem. That's where I ended up having a problem with it. Okay, you want to get on your knees and suck a lot of dick. That is perfectly fine. That's cool. But what does that have to do with other people, though? You know what I mean? Like the biggest thing was getting married for these guys, right? That's the biggest thing. We want to get married. But it wasn't just that, because
it wasn't enough.
I'm not saying genuine gay people didn't want that. I'm saying that like people in that corrupted it to be something different, obviously, to now like, oh, now we're doing all these other things, you know? And it's like, that's not what people really signed up for, you know, because this thing, it's never just one thing. Remember that friend that'd be like, hey, can I just stay on your couch for about 2 weeks? Yeah, is it ever 2 weeks? No, it's never 2 weeks. That's the thing. You know, it's people do what they want in their own privacy in their homes. What that's their private property right to have. But if we're having a conversation about the nuances and intricacies of how you feel about life and the personality that you have and you develop, well, talk about it. You know, how did you come to liking feet? Like Justin said, I'll be honest with you, man.
I don't
Justin,
know, man.
I don't know how you can like feet. Feet are disgusting, but
hey, man,
it is what it is.
You know what? Hey, I'm here with you, brother, bro. I got a problem too. It's okay.
I get what he's saying.
I
In 5 years, they probably won't anymore.
Sorry, Chad says I've been saying MSK and I talk about sexual. Yeah. That's but that's the problem. Is only I'm not sure I'd be like a fucking piece of shit, but I always tend to be. Only one side's gonna allow you to have this conversation. Do you think I could have this conversation with people that are firmly supporting that other side? No, they wouldn't even entertain it. what they would do
Oh,
is
no,
derail the
MSK.
conversation talking about you're a homophobe, and I could just be like, what the fuck I gotta do with anything? Or, okay, cool, I am. That's fine. Look, we talk. Like, okay, awesome, great. It's great to be that, honestly. You know, and Miss K likes booty holes. That's disgusting.
Well, they
I
did say
actually-
you're coming out right now, man, and it's okay. You know, it's 2024.
It's
I'm here for
2024. Yeah. Hey, that white guy that's on the locale live show with Boogie, that fat piece of shit. It came
Which
out
one?
the fact that it was the guy that has the arcade the arcades in the background. I forgot his name. He it came out that he
Wings?
likes big black female. Nice.
What?
I'm not even kidding. It was really he likes big black female porn, like
Okay.
big black dudes with giant Tyrone style dicks pounding
Okay.
pounding other trucks. Hey, I'm honest here. I don't care. You
That's
know?
kind of wild.
If
But
stop
you know
portraying
what?
children,
do your
go ahead.
do your thing,
Yeah,
bro.
and as long he can do that, cool. Now, if he starts pushing that on children, that's where I draw the line
Or
at.
portraying children on the pages.
Yeah, the thing is, as long as you
Oh.
don't try to push it on other people that don't want that stuff, you don't have to. Because average people go like, I don't want that. Like, what if someone just doesn't want that? Like, why are we in this mindset where like if they don't accept it, then they're this word? It's like you don't have to accept anything. That's what free will is. That's what the country's kind of like founded on. It's free will. You can do whatever you want. You have your
Nah,
own way
man.
of thinking. But then again,
Everything's predestinated by King. All right, we're not in control of anything.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
gone now,
I agree with
so-
that. Yeah,
He's gone now. He's out.
It's all King's doing. It's all his will.
all Kang's doing. Oh my god.
Robert Downey Jr.'s fault now. He's the one pulling strings.
Oh my god. Chloe, what's up, girl? How you doing? What you doing tonight? You free? I'm just kidding. The Riz is coming out, obviously. I'll only stay 2 weeks, and then it's 3 months later, and they destroyed my couch and traumatized my cat. You got a nice cat? Wait a minute. A real animal. A
Yes.
real actual animal.
yeah,
Not
yeah,
her
yeah.
cat.
Right.
The
Yeah.
real animal.
Yes, yes.
They both purr. All right, that's all that matters.
Oh.
I wouldn't be opposed to that, honestly.
And yeah.
You're asking me. But
It
then
got
again,
it got to a point where it was getting to be a problem for me, and now, but I was a single guy.
yeah.
Anytime I was in a relationship, I was, cut it off completely. But when I was single, man,
Well, dude, man, how would I say this though? I do agree with you to a certain extent, but that's what people do a lot. People know when they're going overboard with something, and instead of actually taking accountability and going, "Hey, I'm the actual problem here," they'll blame it on that.
Well,
Yes, porn existing does have its own pair of issues, but if you are addicted to it, that is a you problem. That's not actually
Right.
dad's problem,
right?
know?
And I'm not trying to start another discussion.
Another discussion, disagreement.
This. I'm
By
not
the way,
trying to start
before you say anything, we got
Yeah.
one of the little twinks on Twitter watching right now. Hi.
Oh,
Hey, what's
God.
up?
Hi, Fairy.
So,
Hi.
personal feelings about weed aside, my thing for not legalizing it recreationally is we as a country, society cannot enjoy things in moderation. We take it way too far,
Yeah.
and that's and as
We-
someone
No,
who someone who saw the lengths people would go to get the next high or next be drunk. Another thing we need to watch out for is not something we need. If we as a society could handle things and not go overboard with them, like you said,
Yeah.
we don't know when to take responsibility for our own actions. We start blaming
Yeah.
everyone else and other things.
It's just when delusion starts seeping in, like, hey, I think I'm another gender. It's like, bro, come on here. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
There are certain things I can get behind, no pun intended. But if it starts blending into that, I have to just draw the line at that. Like, how
Yeah.
can I not draw the line at that? That's delusion. I'm sorry. That is delusion. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. If that makes me a whatever word, I don't care. I'm not buying it. I don't. I'm sorry.
I think
It's
you
not
should
something
buy
I do.
it.
I really don't.
Yeah.
I think
I'm
you
not
should
into
subscribe
big
to
black female porn. I'm good on that.
Hey,
You know?
you
Give
got
it a shot.
You
It might
don't know
change
until
your
you don't know.
life.
Yeah, you don't know till you try.
Maybe I should type in female threesome. Let's see what I get.
So,
Just-
Justin mentioned there should be an age where you teach kids about this stuff.
True.
We used to have that. We used to have that
Yeah.
up until the 90s when they removed it from. We used to do health class in 7th or 8th grade.
Mhm.
They taught us around here. They taught us the generals of men, of boys,
Mhm.
and girls. And we had a section on sex ed. think it was 14, and it didn't. Most of these kids knew more from their parents than they learned to know. Knew more by 14 than we learned in their class.
Yeah, you're talking about a completely different time where they knew the difference between left and right, and now right is left and left is still left, but now it's going up and it's also going down. So I mean, it's a completely different time right now.
Yeah.
Man, it must suck to be a kid right now. I couldn't imagine.
Dude,
Being so confused. You walk up to your mom, you go, "Hey, I think I'm a pirate," and now all of a sudden she's trying to cut off your leg and give you a peg. Like, it's crazy.
Gouge your eye out, cut your hand off.
Yeah, kid fucking tells you how I'm a pirate, and if you don't believe in me and my pirateness, that makes you a fucking I don't know, a scallywag. Like, what the
Nowadays, if you hear about sex from your parents, you're grooming, but the teacher's okay to teach it to you.
Right.
Makes a lot of sense.
It's like, what?
And if you notice, oh, go ahead.
No, it's fine. We're probably say something anyway.
I was just gonna say, and if you notice, it always mostly tends to be like white lefty people just telling minorities things,
that?
and it's like,
white
well, you smell like dog shit, so I'm not gonna take any advice from you because you look like you don't even shower, so I don't care.
Yeah, God, because they think that kids belong to the state instead of their parents, actually, which is already crazy in itself, you know.
What do you think? Kids don't belong to anybody. They're their own person. They're allowed to make their decisions and shit like that.
Yeah. However, it's the parents have a job to make sure they don't make the wrong decision. That's it.
Okay.
That's in the TV box.
God.
That's in the TV box.
That's not the TV box. That's in the TV box. I'm burning that shit. Just pointing out. Chloe says, I mean it. I had a roommate at one point, and his military friend came by for 2 weeks, and then it was 3 months later. The couch is torn up, and my cat avoided them like they're contagious. Wow, that fucking sucks.
That's nuts.
I've never had anybody stay on my couch because I don't like people at my house.
Same here. I don't like people over at all. If someone's in my house, I'm like, man, this person gonna get a knife. Might have turned into a Michael Myers situation. Homeschool the children. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there are still some really good public schools out there in certain areas that you're in. You really just dig and find them. You know, I don't think every public school is terrible, obviously, but you know,
take care of business. I'm sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say the issue is with like everything so expensive and stuff. Usually it takes two parents nowadays to, get money somehow, and it's easier just to say, homeschool the kids. A lot of people wish they can, but unfortunately, the reality is that it's not enough even for one parent to make ends meet nowadays. But hopefully that changes, and get out there and vote, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
The worst thing society did was give them the right to marry legally.
There's I don't remember her name. There's a gay chick, and it might have been TikTok or YouTube Shorts. She said that. She said, if I'd have known that fighting for our rights to get married would have turned into this, I never would have fought in the first place. She's like, she said, she was embarrassed for the state of everything, how far these crazy people took her. She's like, us people who are gay and it's not our whole, identity, just want to be left alone. They don't want this shit.
Yeah, that's another thing to consider too. It's more than one thing that goes into all this stuff. People talk like it's just not you guys, obviously. People, when they have these conversations, they're like, oh, it's always black and white. It's like, no, there is, like with the whole black thing we just talked about earlier, why they're committing a lot of crimes. Not just even just false behavior. It could be motherless behavior. They could have a dad, but no mom. So many things that goes into this stuff. It's not literally one thing. It's one thing. It's like when they taught you in school how a tree is made, how it like sprouts and does it. Mm-hmm. Imagine a seed, everyone, and it grows into something. But instead of growing upwards, it's growing downwards, and it grows in all these different branches. A branch on top of a branch, on top of another branch, on top of another branch, and another thing sprouts. That's what it all is right now. So many things in different ways are coming out, Like, have you got people I've not been seeing recently? It's always been a thing, obviously. Women having kids and kind of throwing them in trash cans. Because if dumpster people come by and throw the trash in, obviously at landfills, people will do it at landfills, like they burn the trash. You don't keep it. They incinerate it. So yeah, women are literally getting pregnant, probably doing a lot of things, and throwing babies in the trash. That's bad. Probably that's always been a thing.
Baby.
That's not a good thing, you know.
Prom night dumpster baby, song on Family Guy.
It's true.
Taken from reality. Taken from reality. Yeah, most of the kids that did shit when I was working in schools were kids who had no dad.
Fatherless behavior will literally ruin
every
people.
single person was like that.
Can I also mention, by the way, you guys that are on my channel watching the chat, I have the link in the description. You guys could go on Master Swag's channel and look for the live there so you guys could see other people chatting. Because if they're on my chat, they don't see other people chatting. They only hear us talking.
Yeah. Oh, because that's the thing on StreamYard, people, if you don't understand. If you let people stream on their channels, you guys talking is coming from that person's channel. You're not involved with the other people's chats. That's what StreamYard needs to fix, though. If they're gonna allow that, it needs to just be one chat everyone's talking under. But you know, crazy. LG, what's up, man? Fucking black guy. Good.
I was in Professor Savage Dad's chat, and I'm typing in his YouTube, but they're not seeing it. I'm seeing all kinds of other stuff on the screen. Not what's happening in his.
Shit. They're in the mirror dimension. I'm on Team Kaido. Sorry, y'all. Justin, get your ass over here, motherfucker. Subscribe to you, black man. I'm just kidding, man. God,
such anger.
I love you, Justin. God damn.
Your dad not around?
God, he's Justin. Are you black? So if you said your dad's not around, me, of course I don't have a dad.
Anger.
Of course I don't have a dad. What the hell? Someone opened the sparking butthole. What the
I'll
hell?
be your daddy.
Well, I guess we're all just gonna, I'm getting the rope. But I will say this: if you do come over to my channel for watching this, if you're watching on from other people's, it's fine. I am 5 subscribers away from hitting 1,000. So just pointing it out. No shameless plugging.
Getting close.
But I will say that I am 5 subscribers away from hitting 1,000. So if you want to come over and subscribe to me, get me to that milestone, I will get you, if you're a single guy, hot ladies, that'll blow you so good, your eyes will roll back like a slot machine, and you will be dry for weeks on end.
Yeah, proof for it doesn't happen, bro. Hey, everybody go sub to him, or you're gonna get a box of Alyssa McConte pictures.
Bruh, that's not a bad thing though. Like, come on, that shit.
No,
that shit
yes it
like,
is.
I'm with him. She's kind of
Alyssa McConte's pretty attractive, man. I would definitely.
No, she's not.
She's cute. No, the eyes, man. Not. It's the eyes,
dude.
She got crazy eyes.
If she was in a bar and she came home with you, if I was in that lifestyle like I used to be back in the day, back in my player days, I would definitely put my face in her butt, sniff that shit, see what it tastes. See what it tastes like.
You know what it tastes like? Death. That's what it
tastes like. Death. Nah. That shit probably tastes like.
It tastes like
water.
Five Guys, and not the
restaurant. Oh shit! I'm sorry. My eyes closest. I'm sorry. Eyes will roll back like a slot machine. God, Chloe, do I have to explain this to you? I just only wonder, do I have to explain these metaphors? I'm YouTube friendly now. I'm reformed, actually.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I might have failed last week with women, but I don't fail anymore. I'm never gonna choke ever again around women. I'm gonna just put out the best riz possible. He has a gambling addiction. I'll be honest here. Gambling addictions really aren't that bad. I think people would be tripping on that kind of shit. It's
I've seen people lose their entire lives to gamble.
Over gambling addictions, really? It's like the one that doesn't really get talked about as much as like drugs, but it's one of those ones where it's like you really can't control how much you're spending.
No. It's so easy. I use some gambling apps now that's legal here, but I put in just like $20, and I think the first day I lost it all on like a bunch of small bets. I was like, I gotta put more, but I didn't. But yeah, it's addicting, dude. It is easily
it's the hook of like, oh, I'm about to get this.
I'm gonna hit it big next time.
Yeah. People in Yu-Gi-Oh have that problem too. People have been around trading card players. When you play Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, people are really bad. You think gambling, but I think that's a different form of gambling. That's just like easily fixable.
I've seen guys at Magic tournaments like spend $500-600 on fucking boosters just to try and find something.
Yeah,
and the prize to win the tournament was like $200, so they're already down $300-400.
They're like, I'm down, but I'm not out.
Yeah,
yes, you are. You're out a lot of money, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know people addicted to gacha games where they just spend hella money on characters, bro.
I get
really.
that, yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's like at fairs. I've seen people spend $500-$600 on like the ring toss or the basketball game where they purposely make the rims barely big, smaller, bigger than the ball.
Oh yeah.
They'll spend $600-$700 on that, and these guys can't afford to do that.
Okay. Gotcha. Omega level addictive.
You got it. You got it.
Said, if you're not half my age with double D's, I'm out of your league, ladies. Sorry. Can't really fault them though. And I love me some big tits. I do, but
love them.
Yeah, you know,
my favorite.
Like my thrusting favorite. Is hard. I'll just say, but if thrusting is easier if you have a good core area.
You're lazy Piper, bro.
I'm just old, man. Like I'm just tired, bro. Old, dead inside. Like she's like, please do this. Can you just get on top and ride? Just shut up. Stop talking. Do I want to? You don't talk to women for their opinions. You talk to them for sex. I'm just kidding, people. I'm just kidding. Holy shit.
That's my sense of humor right there.
God, man. Top 5 best sex positions is cowgirl, and then the rest. Girls do the work. we try to do a sex position tier list, but they didn't want to do it though. They literally wouldn't want to do it.
Selena,
that's a Rumble exclusive, right?
We did. No, we actually had a show one time. I think when we were Rumble exclusive, we ranked women by their ethnicities. I'm not even kidding.
No, this is a few weeks ago, dude. We did the Marvel women by ethnicity. You did that by ethnicity.
Okay, I'm just pointing out we might have put black women in F tier. So sorry,
we didn't do shit. We didn't do shit.
You lost. You lost. Okay, you gotta love the chocolate, man.
Yeah, God, man. Like I'm just saying, you know. Doggy style is S tier. Everything else is F. No, man, cowgirl and reverse cowgirl are definitely S and A tier. Missionary is overrated. That guy, trash. Missionary is more for girls, and they can put their legs over your shoulders like they want.
Well, duh.
Like that's so boring. Bro,
you got to pay attention to what's working and just do that.
Nah, I'll throw her out the window.
Pay attention to make her enjoy it as much as you.
MSK doesn't like black women and will not be invited to the cookout. I'm good. I ain't trying to be around no jive twerking.
I mean, she gets to be a pillow princess.
God. Yeah. Race doesn't matter. Either you got it or you don't. You know, but Asians do have smaller dicks.
I did not do that. I did not fucking do that. It was this motherfucker doing that.
No, that was Society. No, when that episode was Rumble exclusive, that was Society, me and Vagabond. We only ranked black people because we're black. So we had black people. We all just said F tier. We're like F, all unison, same time. I was like, that's my dogs.
WZ, I was voting to get them. I was a bunch of them out of that F tier because they had some pretty good looking women on that list we were looking at. But
yeah, the Marvel one for sure. No, the black woman in the Marvel one, Okoye is not attractive.
Oh, good looking ones.
You don't like that plunger head?
I don't know if you got like topics lined up for this stream or like we're just like winging it right now. So what are we doing? Because go ahead.
What do you want to do?
Why you said that with a smile on your face? Okay, no. Can we do one of those tier list things or something for fun?
Okay, but that depends.
Why do you hate me?
Because it depends on how knowledgeable we all are on it, and then it depends on how long it would go.
Oh, I want a tier full of hot women. That's it.
For what?
Like celebrity women?
No, it could be like Marvel characters, DC characters, whatever the fuck.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I think that would be fun. No,
that's okay. I mean, that's up to you guys. I don't care.
What you mean, WZ? What man? Am I supposed?
I know that it doesn't matter. If we do DC, then Vixen is number one, and you know it doesn't.
Or too much for like the live action, the new live action narration DC universe, not the one. Okay.
Wait, what new? There's a new.
We don't have a new universe yet because James Gunn has to start it next year. Actually,
so it's basically just his wife.
What do you think about that? You think the Superman movie is gonna be good, or you think it's gonna?
Dude, no, it has to be good. This is their last ditch effort. Yeah. It has to be good. Shit. If it's not good, well, that's it.
I think it might be good. I mean, he doesn't really put out a movie that doesn't have like heart.
I've liked most of his super movies. Like he did Peacemaker, that was really good. Peacemaker fucking slaps hard.
Yeah, but it seemed like Peacemaker. He just was given the reins and told go.
Yeah, Peacemaker was okay.
I love the white supremacy in it. Oh,
he can't do that with Superman. He can't do a show like Peacemaker with Superman.
The only thing that's concerning is those costumes. I'm not gonna lie, those costumes look like.
And
I think there's a story reason for the costumes for why they look like that. At least I hope so. Look, I love Superman, and he has to get this right, dude. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It has to be the best Superman movie ever made, or nothing else. There's no in between. Like, this is your Hail Mary right here.
Why is there so many other characters? I don't understand. It's a Superman movie.
Yeah, like, I don't usually agree with people on this, but if Zack Snyder got heavily criticized for introducing all those characters in BVS, okay, then the only way to really criticize this, because it really depends on how you're utilizing them, right? If he utilizes them in a way that is furthering for them later on, if they get other projects, that's fine. But like, how many Superman movies do you know that you can think on top of your head that can really balance that out? It's not that many, and a lot of them don't do it that well. Like, most of them are not good at doing it. I'm just saying.
He's pulling B and C tier heroes.
Well, you guys like The Authority. I've never heard of them. I would have to do myself do research on them.
You need to read The Authority, bro.
Hawk Girl, Kyle Rayner's Green Lantern. Who else gonna be in there? Fucking hell. The black guy.
Guy Gardner.
It's Guy Gardner. Fucking
Guy
hell.
Gardner.
My brain is fried. It's the black guy. I forgot his name. He's
Black
in
guy.
there.
John
I
Stewart.
can't remember his name.
John Stewart.
No.
Oh, Mr. Terrific.
It's terrific. He's gonna be in it. Yeah. So I mean, I can't say I have hope for his stuff. I've liked his superhero movies. Outside of Guardians 2, which I think is the weakest out of the ones I've seen. I haven't seen Guardians 3.
Guardians 3 is pretty good. On a rewatch, Guardians 2 was not bad.
No.
You know, I watched it in theaters. I feel like the humor was just worse than the first one. They were doing that, like, making fun of your facial feature humor, and I was like,
rewatch it.
Like, on a rewatch, it's not bad.
Brother.
It's actually really, especially the shit with Yondu. Yeah, it's high.
Dude.
It's high tier. I think that's like the most emotional shit in the entire MCU.
You do look like K-Dot.
Every time my freaking neck.
I don't look like K-Dot, bro. Who the fuck is K? Are you talking about
I'll show you. No, he does look like K-Dot. Oh my god.
Wait, what you think? All black people look the same? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, 100%.
We do not all look the same, please.
Okay, she said we. That's crazy.
Here. Oh my god. Because K-Dot, my old streaming buddy, I talked to him not too long ago. He had a black guy thing happen to him, so you know we couldn't do the one-on-one last week. Probably gonna do it this week or next week, actually.
A black guy thing. He got robbed.
No, he had a smoke detector randomly going off.
Oh.
It went off so much. He was like, "We gotta just we gotta just reschedule." He was like, "I was like, man, it's too on the nose here. I gotta get out."
I don't know how people do that, dude. I heard that shit went off. My smoke alarm went off one time. I Uber Eats batteries to my house because it was like 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, no, we're not
batteries to your house.
Yeah, I mean, I added some alcohol because it's like you need more. So I'm like, just bring me that, and I'm going to change the batteries because I'm not having that in here. No, we don't do that beeping shit. I want to know what this guy looks like. I want to see if he looks like me because I get that all the time. They're like, "Oh, you look like so and so." I'm like, "Who the fuck are you talking about, bro?" I mean, let's see. Oh hell no, dude.
You do not look alike. What are you talking about?
We do not look alike at all.
You do.
No, we don't.
Let me go to the most popular video. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
We don't look alike at all, bro.
Come on, man.
Not at all.
Man.
He stole my. Hey, no, he did steal my glasses. I gotta get that fucker. These are mine. All right, I wear glasses indoors.
I want you guys in the same street.
What do you guys know him?
I've known Kida for years. I've known Kida since 20.
I thought he was like a random YouTuber.
Why would I? Oh God. My brain. You're doing it.
I mean, you could have pulled up like a random YouTuber you just watch. I don't know.
Technically, he is random to you.
I got waves. Okay, so me and that guy, we don't look nothing alike. All right.
You're not beating the black guy looking like you allegations, man.
He looks nothing like me. The guy.
I want to get you guys in a stream together, and we're going to do a comparison.
I don't see it.
WZ.
I don't see it.
I agree with you.
I really don't. I really
don't. But
nobody sees it.
What else happened? No, because there was stuff to go over. I can't make it full blown topics like I do with most Stros. The Sammy and me are going to do something after this, but there is some news that did happen. Oh, did you? Okay, so I'll try now. Did you guys watch? What's a recent Zack Snyder movie you watched? Mine was the Army. Mine was a zombie movie. That was terrible.
Yeah, Army of
it was.
Yeah.
It was the Rebel Moon Part
Ugh.
1 and 2 a few
Oh,
months
God.
I
ago.
couldn't even give that 2 minutes.
Toasty,
Look,
what was the last Zack Snyder movie you watched?
Last Samurai movie?
Zack
Zack
Snyder.
Oh,
One of the superhero ones?
I don't remember. It's been a while. I don't really watch his movies like that.
Okay. Did you watch Man of Steel or BVS?
Man of Steel. Did I watch it? I think I did, but a while back. So that I'm gonna say that one.
Apparently, word on the street is that Netflix has shelved his Army of the Dead universe or whatever it's called.
I hope so.
I hope so. I really do. Because
I
that
don't
guy
want
is
any more
trash.
Zack Snyder shit. Like,
I'll be honest, he is a complete like hack.
he is. I've been saying this for years. Okay, Zack Snyder is not a good director. He's not a good filmmaker. He's not none of that. The nigga just throws shit in slow mo, and then you're like, oh, well, this looks kind of cool. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, he has genuinely one good movie, and that's Watchmen.
Well,
Like,
300 was all right.
No, 300 is fine. It's fine. I'm talking like on all levels. Like as a decent movie, it's just Watchmen. He only has one actual good movie, and everything else is from this is fine to trash. And then he has more trash than fine. He's not a good fucking filmmaker. I hate that guy, dude. They're like, oh, he's so cool and edgy. Like, oh man,
like some fucking 13-year-old boy. It's like he's cool and edgy. What are you, 13?
Like, have you watched his movies? It's like trying to eat gravel.
His fans haven't really watched his movies. I didn't see the most good stuff he's done, like 300, Dawn of the Dead, and Watchmen. But I've seen Man of Steel, BVS, his version of Justice League, and Army of the Dead. So that I'll do individuals. I'll do videos on this later on, or we'll do them sometimes later. This came from Hollywood Handle. Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead franchise has reportedly been shelved at Netflix. Good. This movie is dog shit. This is terrible. This is actually an awful movie. And then it got a prequel release called Army of Thieves that no one watched, no one paid attention to.
Well,
I've never heard of it.
Wait.
It got a prequel?
Yes, the prequel with the blonde white guy about how he became a hacker or a safe crack or whatever.
Yeah.
Then they were doing another prequel with Batista and what's her face from Fallout. As like he's still alive as another prequel they were working on.
What a waste of Batista.
You need to go forward, not backwards with your stories, dude.
Oh, and keep in mind when it came to Zack Snyder after his Warner Brothers drama, people remember. I don't want to go over all that right now, but people remember it. If you do, if you were in the know, you know.
Oh yeah.
He got that first look deal at Netflix for these franchises, Army of the Dead, this new thing he's going to be doing coming up soon, which is just now going to be coming out later on. And then you had the Rebel Moon stuff. So Rebel Moon was a Star Wars idea he pitched to Disney. They rejected it. Keep in mind what I just said there in context. Disney nowadays rejected that. That means they knew that was going to be some shit, and they put out shit themselves. So red flag right there. Army of the Dead, right? Zombies really haven't been that in since like Walking Dead. You know, like no one's really did a really good zombie movie in a while or a show. He did his take on it. It was so bad. And then the prequel came out. No one noticed. No one cared.
Dawn of the Dead was a good one. He did Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, and that came out 2002, I think.
No, yeah, the one in the mall.
It's been a long time. Yeah,
it was like more super popular, like in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, like zombie movies and stuff.
I still watch that movie. That movie still gives me anxiety watching it because like it tells a good story. The zombies actually scary.
Zack Snyder was that, I won't say first iteration of this because Netflix was, remember they were trying to hire like big time Hollywood directors. They were trying to get Christopher Nolan to direct his newest movie for them. They had him because of his controversy at the time. They thought his controversy and his fan base would bring in the big numbers, but people kept telling them his fan base are like the weird vocal minority. He doesn't really have that many fans as most people think he does. He doesn't have that big of a draw. The Rebel Moon movies come out. Oh my God. This guy has the ball of nerve to talk about studios reducing the PG-13 and rated R. Oh my God. He just took everyone for a ride. That's why he's a hack. That's why I agree with Kaida. Why is Netflix releasing a PG-13 movie on a streaming service? Well, you can. But Zack Snyder's a guy that got mad at Warner Brothers because they chopped up his movie to be released in PG-13. Okay, on a streaming service.
It's
Why can't you just
manufactured
put it
films.
out? Yeah,
They're trying to mimic the Snyder Cut shit. They're
True.
manufacturing it. You could have just
Wait.
had the R-rated versions come out. They're still garbage. You could have
Yeah.
just had them come out. Like
Yeah,
trying
that's
to
the
do,
thing.
it's
you
true
lit- yeah.
vision.
You
Like, come
literally
on.
do not have to release a PG-13 version. Zack Snyder's biggest thing, the reason why his fans were mad, was because Warner Brothers they allegedly screwed him over on the releasings of BVS and Man of Steel was all at once, but BVS and his version of Justice League. On a streaming service, they don't have to do any of that. Netflix does not have to release a PG-13 version. They get to drop the rated R version right then and there. Okay, so I swear he's the only director where you actually agree with the company. He's the only guy because he's just none of this made sense. He just took everyone for a ride.
Somebody else there to be like, you know what, Zach? No, don't do that. That's all he needs because he has interesting ideas. He just needs somebody to go, no, let's not do this stupid execution scene with these dudes with black masks and trying to mimic the assassination of Alexander. Let's not do that because this looks fucking retarded. Let's do something else. That's all he needs.
So wait, is B.S. Warren right? That shit is getting made to a fucking movie? Skibbity Toilet?
Oh, yeah. Michael Bay.
Are you kidding? Seriously?
I honestly didn't hear about that, so I can't speak on that.
Seriously?
You told me.
Jesus.
That's what I heard.
My kid showed me that video. While it's funny as shit and it makes me giggle thinking about it, it's not a movie?
Look, when I heard it,
Michael
I was
Bay,
like,
people. He doesn't have that
this
much
sounds
standards.
like the stupidest fucking thing that I would probably ever watch. And then I watched it and I'm like, why am I laughing at this? It's like,
you see,
it's kind of goofy.
get it. You get it.
As a Michael Bay film, what are we doing here?
They fucking did Ouija, man. They turned Ouija board into a movie.
Yeah, they did. And that movie sucked.
Yeah,
it didn't suck as bad as any Zack Snyder film, though.
No.
Yeah, the PG-13 Ouija board. Yep, that's certainly a movie. I'll give it that. It's certainly a movie that exists on this planet. You know,
like Battleship.
Battleship is certainly a movie.
Convincing Rihanna as a naval officer.
God, Battleship, man.
Remember about Liam Neeson, Rihanna, and Taylor Kitsch? What an all-star cast of dog shit.
My grandpa didn't hate movies, but let him watch like 5-10 minutes of that. He tore that thing apart.
Oh,
he was a Marine.
Man.
He was a World War II Marine. He fucking thought it was the dumbest shit in the world.
Oh shit! It's just the whole that man. Oh god. Well, it's like, well, the studio, they butchered and they don't let directors do what they want. Well, if you're gonna keep in mind this, if you're gonna take a job for them, then you kind of get to decide what they want. They are the ones paying you. I mean, that is quite literally how that works. You know, there should be a compromise, obviously.
Well, we don't know if they gave him free reign and decided to change their mind last minute. We don't know how that went.
Yeah, that's probably most likely what happened too, given reception. It's just, why are we not releasing the full rated R cut? He's just a hack, man. Him and J.J. Abrams might be the biggest hacks in the fight. J.J. Abrams is just, he only directed one good movie, and that was Mission Impossible 3, which I like that movie. Oh, his only good movie ever.
I've never seen that.
Mission Impossible 3 is a good movie. I give him that. But he didn't direct that.
Like Lost. He did Lost, right?
Lost was okay from the beginning, yeah.
I've never seen any of them.
You ever seen Lost?
I've never seen Mission Impossible or Lost.
I've
never even seen Oh God.
You should watch all the Mission Impossible movies. You should.
I recommend those.
Yeah, I've never seen them.
What is it?
Or the sixth? What is the Sixth Elements or something like that? Girl with the orange hair or something like
Fifth
that.
Element.
Fifth.
That's a good movie.
He did.
You never seen a Fifth Element?
J.J. Abrams directed Mission Impossible 3. It was written by Alex Kurtzman. Yeah.
Alex Kurtzman, the guy who did Lost with him.
Yep. This is his only good movie.
Yeah, that's good. Hey, Mission Impossible 3 is good. I'll give him that.
Yeah, but everything else is lucky one time. He got lucky one time.
Wait. Okay, I'm gonna say something that a lot of people might not agree with.
You like a Star Trek movie, don't you?
I like the first Star Trek 2009.
Yeah.
I do like it for what it is. I know it's not Star Trek. I know it's not as good as anything else, but I do enjoy that movie. Okay, but everything else was dog shit. Star Trek Beyond was just so, dude. I almost walked out of the theater, dude. That shit was so bad.
He's also the guy that directed The Force Awakens.
Yeah, he
what an L resume that is. He directed The Force Awakens and The Rise of Skywalker. Talk about biggest L's in career history right there.
Do you know how bad you have to be to make a movie worse than The Last Jedi?
So
Like,
bad.
come on, dude.
Dude, there are horses running in space.
There's a Sith dagger that's thousands of years old that somehow lines up perfectly with the falling Death Star wreckage on a random planet that they have to go and get from another random planet. Fuck that movie, dude.
That
I'm not
jump
about to
scare
do it.
scene might be one of the worst things I've ever seen.
It's so stupid. It means nothing.
What
It
jump
means
scare
nothing.
scene?
It's just
It's-
there. When Rey comes out with her fucking Palpatine teeth, not Palpatine.
Oh,
It's when they were in when she was
Or
in the
shark
ship and it was making her
Yeah.
trip out.
Yeah,
She thought of her in the dark side. Oh, it was just.
I'll wipe the movie from my memory. I'm sorry.
You did? I didn't.
Yeah.
I keep bad movies in my head so I can talk about them.
No,
There were people in the theater, like just random normies. You could tell they were normies, laughing, like just groaning, moaning the entire time, laughing.
I'm a guy that likes Tenet. I know people don't like Tenet. I like Tenet.
I love Tenet.
hate Tenet.
I love Tenet. I love Tenet. Yeah, get him out. I love Tenet. Tenet, that's my shit. I've seen.
I
that
watched
movie
it
so
7
many
times.
You watched it 7 times. Holy.
Still cannot like it. I've given it. People are like, just give it another shot. Give it another shot.
How many shots do I got? How many shots did I sign up for?
I can't. I
Look,
can't.
he told you in the movie. He said, "Don't try to understand it. Just feel it. All right, just feel it. Ride with
feel
the
it.
movie."
Oh,
I didn't
God.
feel it. I didn't feel it.
What did Chat say earlier? Chat says if you have your Twitch tab on, come by and say hi. Yeah, man. Let me do that for you in just a moment here because I don't stream to Twitch. On this show, as
I
you guys
love
know.
Tenet.
I'm going to react to you guys for a bit. You son of a bitch. You e-fapping, cloud chasing hoe
And
bag.
I love movies like that. I love shit like that. I just could not get into that movie.
I was waiting because I thought it was going to be a either a sequel or a prequel to Inception. I wish it would have been. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
I need something more to do with Inception. Like they need to make a TV show of people trying to like extract, like not do Inception, but like they're trying to extract a target, and the entire season is just them going to extract this. Bro, it'd be so badass.
That would
man.
be awesome.
It's
Yeah.
such a cool Inception is such a cool concept.
All right. Who made Infinity? Mark Wahlberg.
Which movie is that?
It came out a few years ago. Mark Wahlberg finds he's immortal. Like a
I have
Highlander
no
ripoff
idea.
almost.
The last Mark Wahlberg movie I watched was Uncharted with Tom Holland.
He did Infinity. I kind of dug that one too.
I could feel the sexual tension Tom Holland had with that one chick. That Uncharted movie had that black bald-headed lady as the villain. I forgot her name. She was just so bad. Like, who was that chick? Like, supposed to be this like fun adventure movie. Just oof, God,
Yeah.
I didn't do a sequel to that. Oh, yeah,
In
God.
Infinity, it was a good popcorn movie. Turn your brain off and just enjoy the
See,
stupidity.
I don't mind turning your brain off movies. My thing here is people gotta understand if you're going to review them, you have to critique them on the basis that you do any other movie. If the story's not good, you got to be like, hey, the story's not good. But if you turn your brain off, you can enjoy it more. Because it feels like when people they do this thing where it's like, well, it's a turn your brain off movie. You're not supposed to take it seriously. By that very logic, then you can't have it for any other movie then. Because why am I making special rules for this movie and I won't do that for any other movie? That's not fair. You know, all movies for me get the same across the board that I grade them on. I don't really rate them. You know, I'm going to go over story and dialogue and all that stuff, actually. Because by that logic, then, if you're going to turn your brain off, you shouldn't watch any Michael Bay movie by that logic.
No,
Like,
Infinite.
Bad Boys.
Infinite.
I'm not a fan of turn your brain off movies. I hate them.
Anton Fuqua directed it.
Toasty, you ever turned your brain off ever?
Yeah.
Have you ever turned your brain off when thinking about me?
You know what's a good turn your brain off movie? Trap.
Why do I keep hearing that movie sucks?
It did.
It's bad. The movie's actually bad.
Because
if you're a parent and you watch that,
it did, right?
You did. Yeah.
That trailer looked good.
It did.
I might go watch it just because, you know, I ain't got shit else to do.
If you're a parent and you watch it and you get to the third act, when this one character says what they did to their kid, your brain will melt in pieces.
Yeah.
It's quite literally top 10 worst decisions I've ever heard a character utter out of their mouth.
Make sure you leave.
Bad.
Let's see.
Yeah, dude, and they want to do another one. So you see, I was never into the games or anything, but I watched the movie and I was like, wow, this is not good.
Never played Uncharted games?
No,
okay.
no.
It's an hour and
Dude.
45 minutes. Leave it an hour and 30. At an hour 30, walk out.
You know what? I'm just not gonna go watch it. How about that? You know what? No, I got a Fire Stick on my little small ass monitor. I'll watch it.
I would always say go and watch. Well, my golden rule is go and see for yourself. But if you're asking if I should do this, I'd be like, I would say no personally. But then again, maybe I'll cash app you $5 for a ticket.
Hey man, money's tight, bro. So I don't wanna. We're in a recession. I'm not about to spend money on a garbage movie. All right, I'm not doing it.
My brain be off half the time I'd be streaming with you. Oh.
It was clearly a movie to highlight his daughter and her singing, clearly, which go for it. But they ruined the entire twist in the trailer, and there's a couple more twists at the end that just doesn't. It's no.
Twisters was terrible. No, bro. Nah, bro. I disagree. You know what? I will say I thought the movie was going to be longer than that. And you know what? You can't say that she's like too smart or anything like that, because Glenn Powell's character is just as smart as she is, if not more smart. It's because of him that her thing was able to even be done. So I didn't see like the Mary Sue-isms with her. You know what I mean? And she actually had like a character to her, and it was a fun movie. And then also in the first movie, what's his face? Who died?
Bill Pullman,
Bill Paxton. His character, he could see the weather too from wherever. He knew what was going on. There was no explanation for that. You could say he's like a Gary Sue, even though he had a character arc too. So yeah, I don't agree with that at all. I do think the movie was too small. Yeah, I did.
You did? Okay. You like it?
It's a 7.
Yeah. I don't rate movies anymore, but if I did, I'd probably give it 7.
Like it's one of those movies where you're gonna enjoy it, and as soon as you start thinking about it, it falls apart like immediately. As soon as you start thinking about it,
it's just the villain stuff. Oh,
I like the villain.
He's right, and I'm going.
I like the villain. She wasn't bad.
Yeah,
Toasty, help me out here.
I like it, man.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Toast, did you see Deadpool Wolverine?
Yeah.
Message me on
I really liked it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I liked it. You know what I mean? But it's not like one of those movies that's gonna
the scene I sent you in DMs. He's like, man, I shot out of my daddy. Oh my gosh. And the scene.
I really liked his accent, and
that's funny.
I've never heard him talk before, honestly. And so when I heard his accent, and my hearing isn't the best, I even had to go to a ear doctor, and I need like hearing aids. But like when I heard it, I was like, what does he say? What is that odd? It's going from country to French.
No. I'm a Cajun. I'm from the area Gambit.
You also have facial hair.
And so that is accurate. That is like mine is almost completely gone because of my job, and I moved around a lot. But that is how we talk down here.
Yeah, so I've read about it. I actually did my research. I'm like, what is this accent? And then people were explaining. I said, oh, I kind of like it because it's like French, and then it's like
it's like deep French Creole, But
I like it.
I like the fact that was the joke, that his accent was so thick that you couldn't understand.
And what's cool is if what I was told is correct, they tapped a guy for his dialect coach to work with him for the movie they were going to make from where I live. So I know the guy who's supposedly his dialect coach.
Yeah, same for me.
Solo movie.
I can acknowledge a movie might be a turn your brain off kind of movie, but I would still grade it on the same level I do a lot of movies, though. You can acknowledge more than one thing when you're watching a movie, but still, like, if it's a movie that you're not supposed to take seriously, then I guess I should probably just lament about how much I don't like it or how much it makes me get hard. Just kidding, everyone. I make you guys laugh and entertain you guys. Deadpool Wolverine box office success. The movie Deadpool Wolverine is set to surpass $900 million at the worldwide box office, with projections indicating it will soon reach $1 billion. That means this will be the second billion-dollar movie for Marvel since 2019. There's only been two of them. That'll be this one and No Way Home.
And that one doesn't even really count because it's not them.
It's collaboration, so it's more like a half and half kind of thing. So The film has received widespread acclaim from viewers, with many praising its humor, action, and the performance of Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds. Despite a 54% drop in North America, the film's international performance remains strong, highlighting its global appeal. The movie has also surpassed the box office runs of several other Marvel Cinematic Universe films. Yeah, this movie's actually surpassed everything in 2021 through right now. This movie beat the Marvel's box office in less than 24 hours. That's in 24 hours. Or at max, if you're counting in numbers, 48 hours for 2 days.
That's crazy, dude.
Imagine this. Giving people characters that they know. It's crazy.
I was wrong. I didn't think that it would make $1 billion. I'm not gonna lie.
I knew it would. I said lowest $900 million. $1 billion would be highest.
I really like the Deadpool movie.
It is my perfect movie. The only reason I don't give it a full 10 out of 10 is the jokes and the dialogue are too close to each other. Oh, you laughed at a joke, you missed some dialogue.
The reason why I would probably give it, the reason why I said it would be $1 billion, because Deadpool alone was already able to rake in 750 alone by himself with the other two movies. So I factored in, with Wolverine, as popular as he is, he'll probably get him over that hump. And that's the thing. That's what it should happen, though, because people factor in when it comes to like normies and you call it casuals. Well, a casual don't know who the fuck Photon is. Let's just come on, like. Miss Marvel herself isn't even popular, despite what Disney tries doing with her. She's not, right? I'm saying
that's why her comic just got canceled again.
Yep. Captain Marvel's too. After 10 issues. Again.
Abs.
And it only made $1 billion because they put it in between Infinity War and Endgame and made it seem like Captain Marvel was going to tie in. That's the only reason it made $1 billion.
And people said, hey, if she can do this on her own without the Infinity War and Endgame Lux scenario she was in before, can it happen again? It didn't. And by didn't, Captain Marvel, highest grossing MCU movie, Marvel's lowest grossing. And there's no overlap between them because usually with some MCU movies, some franchises, it gets like big. They do like better with each one. That one went from like a peak to an absolute drop off a cliff. Actually, nobody.
I knew that movie was not going to make any money.
Yeah,
I knew that for a fact. Like, do you think? Because I don't think that the next. Hi,
Jack. Hope you're doing well, man.
I don't think that the next Captain African America movie.
I don't think
it's gonna make money at all. I don't.
No,
I don't. I don't even think it's gonna be good. And then
I would see it for Red Hulk, but I don't even need to watch it. Wait till it comes out on streaming.
I'll be honest.
I'm just hoping at this point I'm hoping for a Gambit movie now.
God,
he's got me
crazy.
I would like a
He's
Gambit
got me with the accent. He's got.
I hate to break this to you. He was gonna get one, and then
yeah.
Well, but who knows? Maybe he might get one now. People are really liking his character.
And Ryan
people are still asking for the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movie after No Way Home. Nothing.
Ryan Reynolds has been. If that link you just had open,
it
was in Ryan Reynolds' tweet right after below it, and I read it. It's a long tweet talking about how that was for Happy Hogan. He did one about Channing Tatum and Gambit.
Yeah.
So I have no doubt he is putting that bug in Kevin Feige's ear to give him his own movie.
Now, if they put him in Secret Wars, that would be cool. But
there's an X-Men film coming up. Remember, the guy that's going to write it. The guy that's going to write the new X-Men movie is the guy Travis Snyder or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. He wrote for some movies of all time, I'll say. So that's the thing is if you give people characters that they know, well, they'll go and pay for them. Giving people like butt fuck all characters ain't gonna do shit. Like people. Black Adam, for example. Black Adam is known if you kind of know where he's tied to, like with Shazam, obviously. I think average people kind of know he's tied to Shazam. He's like his Joker, like his big villain, right? But outside of that, he's not like that big of an appeal. Deadpool does. Wolverine for sure has a big appeal. You put him in one movie, guaranteed money. Now, if you put out a movie like with Eternals, well, then kind of what you get. Like, I'm not always saying you should only get popular characters movies, but if that's because we're talking about business here, we're thinking like a business. How are you going to attract the most people with characters that people actually would just go and pay for? Because on Twitter, people will be like, "Whoa, I'll go watch a Photon solo movie." Sure, you would. You really would, wouldn't you? No, you wouldn't.
Numbers we love the Marvels.
I understand that. I think that you can give a character that isn't super well known a movie If you give them a great story, just great fucking actors, and like make them seem totally badass, you go, I never heard of this character, but fuck, like
that's what the Guardians were.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. So I think it's about like, you know.
Because that's the thing is, I'm not saying you can't do those things, but if you're a business and you want a sure thing, I understand where they come from with that. Like, and people online are so deceptive. Like, you guys saw that quote tweet I did where that person was talking about that new Zachary Levi movie. He was like, I don't know why people chastise Hollywood for no creativity and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, well, and you asked him, did you watch that? Did you go and willingly spend your money for that? He's like, I didn't watch it.
I didn't even know what it was until I saw it flopped. You know what I mean?
I'm just like, wait a minute. You're going to talk shit about other people not going to support original movies. What the fuck are you supposed to mean anymore?
Wait,
but you yourself didn't watch them. Yeah.
It came out already?
Yeah. It came out a few weeks ago, I think.
I thought
it was... money didn't it make? It only made like 400,000 or something.
Really?
Shit, right?
It looked like a fun movie.
Let me see. It was one of those things where it's like, how are you going to criticize people for not going to the theater to not watch a movie and you don't either? Like, what is that? Like, if you're going to say, understand, people do put out more. Hollywood, to be fair, does put out different movies. People don't watch them. Like all those original movies people keep talking about, no one goes to the theater to see them.
They
people
just need to.
Yeah.
They're just online. Like, they're online people that like praise stuff. They're just, what's the fucking word I'm thinking of?
Shit. Fucking hell.
What's the word I'm thinking of? They're virtue signalers, pretty
much. Like background
they're
cheerleaders.
You know, they're online fans. Like, they won't go out and they won't spend money, but they'll say, "Oh, you need to watch this." Like all
Grace
those
Randolph
people talking shit.
Pointed out. Remember how she pointed about the DC fans? The DC fans will be like, "Well, yeah, we like all the ideas." None of them went and watched those movies at all. They all completely bombed. Straight up liars. Complete liars. Why do people do that? If you're not interested in something, just be completely honest. Be like, hey, I'm not that interested. Just be honest. Not that, like, no one's going to hurt you over like, hey, I'm not interested in the Authority movie. No one would be mad at you for that if you're just being completely honest, you know?
No.
So the James Gunn thing is a two-way thing. If it can work, it would only work in like an isolation form, right? You can't always really do that because that can't apply to every single scenario, you know? Not every single time it's going to work. It won't, honestly. But then again, like so forth, it really does take like good director, good writer. The people around him made it work. You would have to have that scenario every single time. And, you know, even those kind of can have their own ways of leveling out. But then again, you know, that's how it works. Anonymous Libertarian, what a name. What about the new Blade movie? Are they going to mess that up? They said it's in limbo currently.
That movie's never coming out.
Never coming out. There's only one Blade. That's what he said.
Now,
the man said it.
Watch after that movie, they bring him back. Watch.
Yeah, that movie's not coming out, dude. They're gonna make the excuse that Mahershala is about to do the new Jurassic Park and say, "Oh, it's scheduling conflicts,"
which sucks because Ali is a fucking badass.
He's an amazing.
I love that dude. He's fucking a great actor. Dude. Yes,
there's not one role.
Yeah, it's never coming out, man.
Do
it's at this point now. It's just tell Mahershala Ali it's not going to happen.
Cottonmouth and Luke Cage.
A great
dog. That is the first Marvel villain I was legitimately like anxious about when he was on screen.
Bro, he stole every scene he was in. Every single one, he stole it. I was so upset when they killed him, bro.
I know.
Keep in mind all this mental illness right there.
I know, man.
Keep in mind that. Look at all that. Lady Emily, I'm pretty sure this is not even a woman, but I digress. The ladies for 2024, the she-he's. Good Lord. Film Twitter always bemoans the lack of creativity in Hollywood. I gotta agree with him on that. There is generally a lack of creativity in Hollywood. If you don't think that's true, you're living under a rock. And superhero fatigue. And yet, when we finally get a truly original piece of blockbuster cinema like Harold and the Purple Crown, you let it flop. They're not owed your money. Like, you can make something original, but if it didn't appeal to people, it just
I get what she's saying though. When original stuff comes out, people don't go see it.
Yeah, no, and I said this for many times. People always say they want original stuff, but they don't watch it.
No.
Like sometimes they really do give you new movies. People don't watch
how many likes this got? How many likes does this have?
How many likes does this have?
Because I guarantee you it has thousands of likes. and none of them went to go see the movie.
Not a
I
single one of them
guarantee you.
did, probably. Maybe one person maybe did.
I doubt anybody who liked that tweet went to see the movie.
They
I
liked it for
seriously doubt it.
performance. What's the thing? They liked it for
The performance activists.
Yeah.
That's what they are. Yeah, look, see, I knew somebody would get it.
And you let it flop. Don't blame me when studios stop funding passion projects like this. And then here's the kicker. Here's the kick it right here. What's your review of it? Pretty fair question. If you're gonna talk this much shit, did you go and willingly support it? Oh no, I didn't see it. We're done. There's nothing else more you can say that'll convince me to read any other thing you say.
Yeah. And Chloe's right too. Maybe if they advertise that stuff more, give the Purple Crayon the type of budget Deadpool had for advertising.
Keep in mind, marketing has actually changed a lot over the course of time. And keep in mind, you guys probably have ad blockers. You guys don't even see the ads of this movie coming out too.
I'm only online when I'm on your shows now.
Yeah.
I don't have time to sit in front of my computer all day long anymore.
You don't? Crazy.
Like, okay, I've been watching the hell out of the Olympics the last week and a half. I saw a few commercials for the Crayon movie during the Olympics, and that was it. I didn't even know when it was coming out.
Yeah, that's the thing. They have to change their marketing. That's the problem with Hollywood now.
They gave it no marketing.
That's the problem now, is that even if they did give out any marketing, it wasn't good enough to level out any traction.
And it might be a damn good movie.
It might be. I'm saying, but that's the thing is, Hollywood is in this point now where even if they make like original stuff, let's say for that, I put that in quotation because nothing's really truly original. It's based probably off something. I guarantee that's based off of something.
By the time we are in history, there's no original ideas. You can't expect anything completely original. You can't expect it.
Was anybody asking for that? Like, people keep saying movies are bombing, but like Hollywood, whoever's doing these movies, whoever's greenlighting them from all these studios, actually ask yourself, would someone walk into a theater and pay for that?
I would. That movie, I would in a heartbeat.
I probably would have if I, want to go see it.
It looks fun. Now, if that Ryan Reynolds movie and John Krasinski, that movie was half good. The John Krasinski scenes, all that was good. It was not. It was. He's very sick and stuff, but like the big twist at the end of the movie, I called in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, the marketing has definitely marketing. I would say has just waned over the many years, actually, because people are looking at marketing like you do a few interviews with some big outlets for their YouTube channels and other social medias. You have TV spots. That's always been a very big form of advertising, but cable. What's the thing? Cord cutting. It's been a big thing for a while, obviously. Yeah. So even if you're TV spots, I think they need to spend less money on TV spots because who's really like watching movie trailers and TV spots on TV like that anymore? It's like you're not even looking at the screen. Like people usually have stuff on just not even looking at it, just background noise actually. And then people would say, well, Twitter. Well, like how many us? This is why I think that marketing is really needs to change with movies. Most movies have like a Twitter page, and like after the movie's out, they're basically defective. They need to stop doing that.
Yeah,
none of those. How many of those Twitter pages with all those millions of followers do those people actually go and watch the movie? Wasted. I get the idea behind it. I do, but it's really not translating into anything. Like they try to interact with fans a little bit. It's changed a little bit, but it's like, marketing has to change Hollywood now. If you want to get movies like that, to bomb like that, well, make movies people want to go see. Like, superhero movies did this a lot too, where they tricked certain actors into thinking they were bigger than they are. People would know Zachary Levi before Shazam, but new people are like, hey, that's the guy that played Shazam in the Shazam for DC.
He's Chuck.
That's the Barbie example too. It's more like Barbie is the reason why the movie did well, because Barbie is an insanely, hugely popular household name. Like legendary is probably the place you put that at this point. Ryan Gosling did not make Barbie make $1 billion. Ryan Gosling was just a passenger in said movie.
Because if you look at his next movie, which to me was fucking phenomenal, The Fall Guy.
Yeah, I like
it's a remake of the TV show. The movie was fucking fantastic.
Yeah, I liked it.
The movie, it never broke its momentum like most comedies do. It just it kept the jokes coming, and it was badass. But that's
yeah, dude. I was surprised at how much money they're still spending on TV spots.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's ridiculous.
So much money on TV spots, man. So useless.
And why would you do that?
Kind of left us, guys. Kind of left us.
No, I'm right.
Left us too.
Can you not hear me?
No, you're good. I can hear you.
Oh, man, you got me thinking, like, man, this guy's a master gaslighter, bro.
What? Oh, God.
Just gaslighting all day, man.
God, man. Toasty, what do you think? Why don't you go to the movies as much anymore? Like, outside of Deadpool with Wolverine.
Because I have kids and I can't go.
Okay, I'll just give you money to go to the theater.
Well, shit, is that easy?
Yeah, that's just. Did you take the kids to go see Despicable Me 4?
My mouse just died on me. Hold up, give me a second.
You're fine.
I didn't.
I don't know.
I didn't. And call me a shitty parent, but I didn't because I knew Deadpool was coming out the week after, and I had to watch it. That has been my lifelong dream of a movie. So, tell kids you'll get it when it's streaming.
Yeah, because some of the actors, they're like, well, why didn't this movie do as well for them as the other one? It's like, well, another example, Robert Downey Jr. with Doolittle. He was in Endgame, goes in Doolittle, and then Doolittle completely failed.
Yeah.
Now, there's many factors to that, but if you're banking on Robert Downey Jr., he was Iron Man, Sherlock Holmes. He can really bring in an audience.
Where's the first one? A good movie.
It's like, can he? Can he bring in any audience outside of Sherlock Holmes and Iron Man? Like, people like to really gaslight their brains into thinking something that's not there.
He's bigger than he's not as big as people make him out to be.
Neither Henry Cavill. Remember Henry Cavill, the whole Black Adam thing? Rock Johnson basically spoiled that Henry Cavill's going to be in it. That didn't increase the box office sales. And even if it did, it's only so little. Henry Cavill's not that big of a box office drive. He needs to make. He came out with the movie recently, Argyle. Yeah,
which
he's not a draw.
I liked it, but it didn't make shit.
He's not a draw. I don't know. You can like the guy, but he's not a.
He also was only barely in the movie too. To be fair, he wasn't. The trailers make it seem like he's the main character. It's Sam Rockwell is the main character. Him and Bryce Dallas Howard. Argyle is who she's writing on the pages. So I watched in her head.
I watch the news on TV just to see how unhinged those news people are these days. I don't know how your brain does it, man. I don't know how you do it. I can't stomach that shit.
Yeah, trying to watch a TV commercial, like just a regular commercial nowadays, it's so hard to get through because it's just like you the commercial. Like you have an Asian mom, black dad with a Mexican baby.
Yeah. I don't know how old you are, but the 80 commercials in the 80s were a fucking event, man. 80s and 90s commercials were fucking events. Like, they were some freaking high quality, high production shits.
I agree with that. You have a good evening. Much love, Toasty. Bye, Sasquatch.
Bye, Sasquatch. Sorry, my mouse.
That was a while ago, actually.
What's going on?
They're fine. You're good. So yeah, we don't just have to do open further discussion for newest Hollywood movies, which that's what it's for. We can do them for new streaming movies that drop too. So any new streaming movie someone wants to watch, we could do an open spoiler discussion for that. It would have to be in the range of like the weekend that it drops because it's really available for everybody. So which movie do you want to watch next? It's gonna come out online.
I'm binging Umbrella Academy when it comes out tomorrow.
Okay, so let me.
I've never watched it.
Like, what newest Netflix movie has dropped that people are going to be seeing?
I heard Land of Bad is good.
Which one?
Land of Bad.
Land of Bad. Oh my god, that's just what a name like that.
It's a military movie.
All the commercials are for adult diapers and hard pills. There's a movie called Under Paris. It's a shark movie. Shark movie.
I have to finish Cobra Kai season 6. I just started last.
Did you like it?
I love Cobra Kai.
Oh, okay.
Didn't it feel? How many episodes you got into season 6? There's only 5, I think.
I'm on episode 3. I have to start.
Okay. 3. Did it feel like they kind of like went backwards with some storytelling, going back to like misunderstandings and people not talking to each other, which is causing drama, or is it just?
Well, Just because I'm only 2 episodes in, it feels like they wrapped that up in the first one.
They didn't. I'm not gonna tell you anything more, but they didn't. But it seems like they fixed it again.
Oh, okay. I keep watching it, but I love Cobra Kai.
I rewatched the whole series before the first 5 episodes dropped, and I was it's a good show.
All right, we'll be heading out of here in just a little bit. It was awesome doing a Wednesday Top G's with a hot lady and a hot MILF, a hot DILF, and another hot DILF. And
I was about to say, I count as 3.
I'll take a lady. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, thank you, Walls. By the way, I just saw the comment. Toasty is a responsible mom. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. I only know Zachary Levery in Ace in Vegas.
I forgot he was on that show.
Because I gotta do a show with Sammy in a little bit here, but yeah, hopefully we all can do this next Wednesday. Actually, if you guys have free time. Toasty, she likes to leave me on red. She doesn't like me.
Oh no, sorry. I've been messaging and tweeting and God, and I've been editing things and editing and just annoyed.
Why don't you just talk to the hornet's nest?
She just does, right?
Wait, what?
She likes to drop kick the hornet's nest. Like just runs in there and like the Spartan kicks it. Then
it means you like to start shit. Toasty loves to start shit.
Yeah.
God.
I don't go on my feed and I'm like, yep, there she go, going against.
Yeah, she said she dated a black guy before, so I mean, technically, that means she's one of us now. You know,
one of us.
Google gobble, Google gobble.
If you could just
one of us.
Whisper the N-word in my ear. No.
Yo, that background is crazy. That's a
background.
Why'd you get rid of it?
That's a crazy background.
Are you more of a girth or size kind of woman?
The
Cam's going off.
Dude,
emotion.
We made it with the whole freaking show.
God, man.
I mean,
do you really think mid-missionary is the best position?
It's the most fun.
Toasty, do you really think missionary is the best position? Are you jocking our chains? Are you yanking our chains? Wait a minute.
What?
She didn't.
She's ignoring me now.
What you said?
She's going through a tunnel. She can't hear you.
Oh yeah.
I have ADHD, by the way. It's real bad.
You got me. You call me back.
Oh, do I sound weird?
No.
He actually found me because
he asked you a question.
He was talking shit on Twitter. Good times. Yeah.
He said
that's how I find everyone. It's just people are just like they find the shit I say to these assholes funny and they follow me. And
everybody started following me because I don't know.
I kind of went a little viral. You kind of said something in more than one thing.
I said something with common sense, and they didn't like that. So, niggas are still, bro. I still get messages. I go on TikTok. I'm still getting messages.
You probably have like literally hundreds and hundreds of notifications from that video still.
On TikTok, I literally just like I got on there and I saw like because it has the number and it says 99 plus. I'm like, yep, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not going to go through that. I haven't. There's like a bunch of people that like tag me in videos. I'm like, I'm not watching that shit.
Oh, so I don't know if Chad's still streaming on Twitch. He said he was going to stream at 8 PST. So if Chad is still streaming on Twitch or YouTube, go and check him out, obviously. But yeah, if you remember, Kaida was the black guy's video we covered when we had Sheep Sitting in Horror Murata on here on the Assassin's Creed, or sort of something. It was Assassin's Creed where that dropped, or was something you did. I forgot what it was. I'm pretty sure Assassin's Creed we were covering it. Or it was another black guy because you guys all look the same. Doesn't matter. You went viral, and then now your life's better. Now you're famous.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. Now people want me to they want me to play the DEI games to see how much I'm going to suffer through them. So I guess I'll do that. The only way I'll play Assassin's Creed is if somebody buys it for me. I'm not spending my money on that game. And I doubt anybody's going to want to pirate it because, who wants to waste time doing that for that game? So, but we do have Star Wars Outlaws coming out. So,
Mr. Beast,
I'm hearing that's dog shit.
Wow.
You said what's dog shit?
No,
the Star Wars Outlaws.
before we go,
Oh yeah, that shit looks like trash.
this person was making a video about Mr. Beast, and people can't see the font here. It's so little. Mr. Beast actually chimed in on this guy's live chat. He was like, from now on, using my content in your videos may result in a YouTube strike leading to the termination of your account. I prefer if we could cooperate and fix the issues in private.
Yeah, so what the fuck is going on with Mr. Beast now?
He knew.
Uh,
I haven't seen the videos on it because I've been eating and chilling and shooting people in the game, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into it.
Wait, what's going on with Mr. Beast now? He came back from his hole.
Supposedly he knew about
Oh well, that I know, but like, did he say anything other
Good night,
than
Hale.
that? Other
Good
than
night,
like,
man.
I am.
Well, this one guy says he worked for him and he's calling him whatever he called him, and Mr. Beast is threatening with legal action for talking.
Oh, for legal. Okay.
Like he wants him to deal with it privately instead of on YouTube.
How would you feel if a girl proposed to you?
I wouldn't care.
Oh, that happened at the Olympics where a girl proposed to her boyfriend.
Yeah, a runner proposed after she came in third, I think.
That's actually rare. I
wouldn't care.
See it too often. I don't see girls getting on one knee and proposing to the guy.
Yeah, I'm sure a specific demographic was pissed off about that.
Oh no.
Miserable black women. Because they make things harder for themselves and then wonder why nobody wants to propose to them. Like, oh, you can't handle my attitude. No, I don't want to.
Yeah, as I used to tell girls we were teens, you're like, you can't handle me. Yeah, you're right. I don't want to.
You're right.
Being crazy is not an attractive thing.
It's not a good personality trait. And Hail the Lore, I appreciate that. Maybe one day when I stop procrastinating and start uploading every day.
I'm gonna get back on that life. Uploading every day was so fun, but it was tiring. But it definitely pays off if you actually do. One of those videos is gonna hit big.
It just has to be something that I care about. Like, if I don't care about the subject, then I'm just not gonna talk about it. Because there's like so much stuff that's going on right now that you can make videos on. It's just I don't care about a lot of it, so I don't make videos on it.
Like, I want to do something big, but like I'm like you, man. I'm like, there's so much I don't want to talk about.
Like, shit, what was my last fucking video? I think it was like on Halo or something. No, it was on Star Wars Outlaws. And that's because I'm going to troll the fuck out of that game when it comes out.
Oh god.
So that's different.
I had a dream one day, MSK. I was taking a nap before one of your shows, and you had blown up, and we were like on your payroll, and I overslept and missed the beginning of your show, and you were like about to start sending like people to check on me because I was late, and I'm not usually late. And I was late. I jumped out of bed, ran to my office, and wife's like, "What are you doing?" I got a show. She's like, "Yeah, in 3 hours, not now."
Yeah, Toasty was late because she was thinking about me, as most women do, you know. Kaida was late because he was playing Apex. And Darnell was late because he's white. That's how it works. But yeah,
white guy.
We're gonna do because Toasty will never do a one-on-one with me. She said, I need to have panels because you're not interesting.
Because I like what it is. I don't think I'm talkative enough. So I like when there's other people on panel. That way I could use their answers to, like, bounce off on. You know what I mean? I'm better with a group of, like, a small group of people.
You're better in a group. Yeah, we know that from your background, actually. I would ask what's the no, I don't have enough riz for that tonight. But thank you everyone for being here, Chloe included. I love you. You're amazing, obviously. Outros, because I gotta go talk to Sam in a moment here. I'll start with Toasty, ladies first. Chivalry is for sure dead. Just kidding. Toasty, what you got planned coming up?
I have a Friday stream coming up with a all girls panel, which is gonna be fun. Base ladies. We're gonna, hopefully we'll have people be guests on as well. Could be guys too as guests, but it's gonna be an all female. Like,
I'll start with the females first.
Like a better version of The View.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I wanted to call the group the not special
not
needs,
The View.
That would be awesome.
You should just put in not The View podcast.
That would be fun.
And
But we
in
have
the
our.
parentheses, no blacks on panel.
Oh my god.
God damn.
Jesus
Make
Christ.
it, call it the actual view.
The
But
actual view. No, my God.
I've been dude. I've been editing. I've been doing my very best. I took a little I took a break for a while from streaming on my own my own YouTube, and I just go on people's panels now and I share it out and stuff like that. But anyways, that's how you network, right? But yeah, I have that coming up this Friday, 9 p.m. East, and it's going to be fun.
Chloe, you're always invited over here with me to spend time with
Hello,
hot black
Chloe.
daddy like me.
Do we have an all group, like an all chat group and on X? So I'm looking for more base ladies to be on the group chat with us.
Wait, well, hold on. Is Kaida even in the group chat we have for the horrors gallery?
The what gallery?
The horrors?
You've never been part of the horrors gallery?
No, my pimping days are behind me, brother. I don't know. What
Back in
you're
the
talking
day?
about.
Yeah, I used to be a lady getter, you know?
Toasty, I found you. Toasty, this is what pops up when I look you up in on Twitter.
Is
That's
that
her.
base Latinx?
Okay,
That's
yeah,
her.
okay, that
Yeah.
is you. Okay.
Pink hair?
Yeah, I was looking for your name from there. From your.
Oh yeah, no, it's a different.
All right, I got you. I got y'all now.
Fuck yeah.
30 other people in this fucking group chat.
Don't worry. We're all base people. You unless you're worried about some crazy liberals, then you're good.
We don't want them in our fucking space.
Unless
Nah,
you're
fuck
worried
off.
about, I mean,
Chloe,
you might
does
have me
Chloe
chime
have
in.
Twitter?
Yeah, she's on.
Am I following?
She's never been on panels before.
Chloe,
She usually is a person that supports the ladies in the chat. Actually,
She seems upset she wasn't invited, man.
God.
on here? Oh.
Come on, Chloe. You can always invite me over later. I'm just kidding. God damn. You know, tongue game too good. Riz game 100%.
Poor Chloe, man.
I'll
What?
follow you back, Darnell. Follow me.
God. All right.
I never post, so I appreciate
Darnell.
that.
Darnell. What's
Yeah.
your plan coming up?
Here Monday, Tuesdays, and now Wednesdays. I may have to cut back on some days through Friday and Saturdays as well. Friday and Sundays. Jesus Christ, am I with you every night but Thursday nights?
Yes.
You know, I enjoy my time here, but with school starting up again, I may have to cut back on some days. Kids are doing a
That's fine.
million sports and shit.
I gotta
But
replace
I'm
you anyway.
also that's fine. According
white
to WG, I'm not black anymore. I have to reapply every week, and I just haven't applied again lately. I'm doing a Curse of Strahd with Nate every other week, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. And doing AI music at YouTube. That's gonna start kicking off again.
Oh, you're fine, Chloe.
So
It's okay.
very soon.
I have no Riz anymore, so that's just me personally.
That's all I got.
What did I want to say? Fucking hell. Oh, good lord. Kaida, what's your plan coming up?
I was gonna say maybe he's just gonna ignore the black guy and not ask him what he's got coming up and what he's gonna
What's
do.
my actual plan?
He's done that before.
And only
I
just because you're
have,
black, I would ignore you.
I have it depends on what news coming out. I might have a video out tomorrow. I was thinking about doing a playthrough of Jedi Fallen Order. Just play an actual good Star Wars game. So I might be doing that. I got another stream that I got lined up that I'm gonna get off the ground with your boy Atreus that I'm going to announce here in probably the next few days that we're gonna have going on. So yeah, people should look out for that. And then just follow me on Twitter, sub to the YouTube. I just hit 500 the other day, which is cool. So I'm trying to that was the goal for the end of the year. So that's cool. I guess I just gotta go for 750 now for the end of the year. So yeah. Just,
350.
do all that.
Yeah, as you guys know, for me, I am 5 subscribers away from hitting 1,000. So, we're getting there. I'm gonna try and make sure I upload some more daily content. The content's done. It's just like Toasty said. It's just editing and rendering, putting it together, uploading it, thumbnails, tags, description, end screens, all that stuff goes into videos. you know. But I will also say
have
this:
the end screen.
no, the end screens. You know how you when the video's over, it shows you another video to watch for the viewer.
Yeah, I don't got none of that shit.
It's in the YouTube functions.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Oh my god!
I just fade out and
Why
I
are
see
black
you
people
when I
so
see
lazy? Why do you guys have no jobs?
I work every other day. All right.
Oh gosh. Well, as you guys know, coming up, sports season starting too. I don't know when football is going to start. So as people know, we're going to have the sports podcast, not a separate show. Everything would be under the show, obviously. The only thing that's separate is this league, because that's so separate that it needs to be its own thing. But we're going to do sports shows, or we're going to be doing football this year and basketball. So that I got more stuff to watch, but it's fine. I like putting on more shows for people. I love doing this stuff. I haven't been that much into sports in a very long time, but you know, after watching the NBA finals for this year, I was like, you know what? Kind of want to get back into talking about it. Usually always a big thing I was into casually, somewhat kind of hardcore fan into it. So I want to get back into doing it. Eventually, I don't know when the NFL season is going to start this year. Like, I think it's in, like, not preseason. Preseason won't count for nothing. I'm talking about when it starts this year.
Yeah.
Well, fuck preseason.
Well, I'll be streaming Fridays and then Saturdays, Sundays at, I believe, 8.
Lady, you don't watch football, or do you?
No, I don't care for sports.
Yeah, I don't watch sports anymore.
I thought you were fun.
I gave it up 4 years
People
ago.
could be fun without watching sports.
I recently got back into it because of betting.
But he's sort of like
I
Netflix
gave
and
it up
chill
4
kind of
years.
girl. Oh my god.
Yeah, sports got corny.
Yeah, it was less about the
Preseason
game, more
week
about the
1.
drama and shit.
Yeah, it was the summer of love era where I stopped watching sports. Cause it's like, what are we doing here, man? I'm trying to watch basketball. Like, yeah, I understand the fight you're trying to do. Dunk the fucking ball. All right, golly. I'm not coming here for your political advice. I want to see you shoot a 3.
So right now, the
not
preseason
play
games there's 8 of them. Obviously, I knew that there were 8 of them, but I'm trying to see when does the actual season start. If people want to watch preseason, they can, but it's like
The WNBA plays more defense than the NBA.
fucking hell. That's sad.
Dude, if you want to ever make money on the WNBA, this go under every time, dude. Just bet
Go
under
under.
every
No,
if
no,
you
no,
bet
no.
under every time, you're gonna get it.
I started doing that, and because I follow Vegas is my bitch on Discord, and he has like this program for all the sports. He was doing under, and it was over every fucking game.
That usually doesn't work because
I know.
every time I've seen people do it, it's under. I did it one time under. I think I got like 75 or something like that.
Yeah, like a couple times. I started after he was like, no more WNBA because I don't have enough data to do it yet. I started going under, and it started doing under again. It started being under.
Hey, Chloe's right. Yeah, that's how you get the money right there. Just bet on the trans person. Yeah, bet on Joanna, man. You'll get paid every time.
The mouse died.
God.
That was how
Well,
everybody's mouse is dying.
If you want to make money in women's sports, bet on the yeah. Gosh. So thank you guys for checking out this episode of the Iron Man podcast, new episodes of the Cloud9 podcast getting uploaded to Rumble, new episodes of this show and the Cloud9 podcast going to the podcasting platforms. That way, if you cannot watch the show live, you can just listen to the show on any podcasting platforms you have. Back and forth when you're commuting for work, at the gym, banging your wife. If you want to not watch what's on TV because you prefer to watch butt fuck random strangers like us online, always a good thing to do. So, yes. See you guys later. Have a great night, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.